Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to share with you guys some tips to improve your art. These are just some things that I've done over the last couple of years that have really helped me grow as an artist. And hopefully they can help you, especially if you're a beginner artist or if you're just getting started with digital art. Make sure to like and subscribe to the video and let's get to it. Okay, so my first tip is to use references. This is something that I really didn't do when I was first starting to draw. I think because I thought that references were bad, but I think this really held me back for a long time because as artists, we aren't always going to know what something should look like. So for example, if there is a specific pose you're wanting to draw, I think it's really important to find a reference that is either matches the pose or is similar so you have an idea of how it should look. I still use references pretty often in my work, especially for hands. I'm still not super confident in drawing hands, so I definitely still use references a lot for that. One artist that I really like to look at for like hand references is It's Lopez on Instagram. She is amazing at drawing hands. I really like her style and how she draws hands. So I'll usually try to look at her work for specific references. As far as other places to find just references in general, I think Pinterest is a great place. Also, just Google or Instagram. There are certain accounts that specifically provide reference photos and stock photos that can be super helpful. And tip number 2 is to do studies. I'll be honest, doing studies was not my favorite thing to do when I was first learning to draw, but especially in the last year or so, I've made it a priority to focus on it, and I've noticed a huge difference in my art skills. So when you're trying to do art studies, I think it's really important to focus on a single element that you want to work on. So for example, sometimes when I'll do an art study, I just want to focus on the colors. So I will try not to actually color pick anything on the reference photo, and I'll just try to recreate the colors on my own canvas. I think this really helps you to learn the relationship between colors, what works, what doesn't, and it helps you really hone in on what you're seeing. Some other ideas for studies you could do are expression studies. You could take a reference photo and try to stylize it or push the shapes. Again, you could do color studies. You can look at light and values and try to, just learn everything you can from an image. My third tip is to learn from other artists. I think we all have artists that we really admire and love their art style, love their artwork, but I think it's important to learn what you like about their art and how you can incorporate it into your own work. So for me personally, I really enjoy artists like Loish, Lotus Bubble, and Sam Does Arts. And so one of the ways that I, tried learning from them, like Sam Does Arts, for example, he uses a lot of textures in his work that are, really add to a piece, make it stand out. And so that's something that I've, been trying to do recently is incorporate and add textures to my art. So if you're a beginner artist, what I would do is find artists that you really like, artists that you really enjoy their style, and just take a few minutes to look at their work and see if you can pick out things that they do and certain things that are unique to their style, and see if there's something that you like that you can try doing in your own work. And my last tip for working to improve your art is to redraw old artwork. I think there's a lot of benefits to redrawing old artwork. Not only can it be a kind of a confidence booster, just because day to day, you might not see all of the improvements that you're making with your art. But when you redraw something that you did a couple of months ago, you can really pick out specific things where you've improved in your art. This piece that I'm currently working on in this video is actually a redraw of a Supergirl fan art that I did a couple of years ago. I've actually done redraws quite a few times in the last couple of years, and every time I do it, I always see things that I didn't realize I had gotten better at. And so it's just a good way to let yourself see, the improvements that you're making. And it also, I think, can help you see what you still need to work on. I think you can see things more clearly, that you can see where you want to be, and then you can kind of see, it's like a benchmark of where you're at in your art journey. Alright guys, that's pretty much going to do it for this video. I hope you found these tips helpful. If you did, please be sure to like and subscribe. Yeah, let me know in the comments if there's any other tutorials or tips or topics that you want me to cover, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!